What's up, y'all? This your girl Netta, and welcome to my YouTube channel, A Changed Mindset. If you have not been here before, you haven't heard me talk, haven't seen my videos, this your first time on my page, A Changed Mindset, and it's self-explanatory. I named it A Changed Mindset because my mindset has changed over the years throughout trauma, just life. The things in life situations, it has really changed my mindset and also changed me as a person. So I'm not the same person, you know. If you know me from high school, you know me back in the day when I lived in the hood. If you know me from the hood, I ain't the same person. I'm not that same girl. I am different. My mindset has changed. So this is just a little snippet of why I call this A Changed Mindset. So I'm coming today because I said 2025, I'm finna start posting my videos. I'm finna to start posting more. I'm finna be consistent and intentional in what I want to do. And I've been talking about it for a few years. I've been doing a little something here, a little something there, and now I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it because I want to see God move me in a different way. And I know he gonna do it for me. So I gotta do the work. Faith without work is dead. All right, so I'm coming today because I got an old journal and something caught my eye when I wrote, let me see, I wrote this about 4 years ago. So I wrote this in like 2021. And to read it and to see like, okay, Janetta, you being intentional. You've always been trying to be intentional and change and get it together. It's amazing to see. And I guess I want to just share it because a lot of times, my bad, y'all, I want to make sure that he don't want making too much noise for my video. So yeah, a lot of times when I've been talking about this self-journey, this self-healing journey that I've been on for a few years now, and I'm always telling people like they don't show you the real. We always talk about, oh, we're going here, I'm doing this for myself, but let's talk about the for real, for real. Like, are you really being intentional on your self journey? And so when I say intentional, I want to show how intentional I have been on this journey and how hard it's been on this journey. It ain't been easy. It ain't been, ooh, it's a breeze. All these folks that gone away from around me. I'm better now. I'm bigger now. No. It ain't been sunflowers and goldy dandelions. It ain't been none of that, okay? It's been some long, hard, lonely, learning experience and moments for me. And so, starting with my journal, I've always been a writer. I'm gonna always say I've always been a writer. I've always had a journal since I was little. I had the little journal with the lock and key, you know, you get. And, you know, then you don't think too much about it and how it molds you. But now I see that writing has always been like a getaway for me. Even in like writing books and writing little snippets of things. Like writing has always been beneficial to me. And on this journey, I've just been trying to be more intentional and also do things that are benefiting me. I've been benefiting, trying to help everybody else. I got to do everything to help me. So I'm gonna start off now. This is about my dating life and how I am, well, how I was with men. And this was in 2021 now, where I was writing down my truth. Like I was just saying my truth and my flaws and me picking. Let me just say this. This is basically not me blaming nobody else. This is not me saying, oh, they did me wrong. Oh, you shouldn't have did me like that. Oh, I ain't talking about nobody else. This right here is about me. This is solely about my mishaps, my settling, what I did. And so the first one is I tended to do more assuming than asking. And when I first read this, I was like, girl, you sure did. And I could point out, I could go back in my past situationships and relationships and see where I did a lot of assuming. I did not ask. I assumed a lot. And guess what? I got the short stick on a lot of that because I assumed and did not clarify and clear up a lot of my assumptions. And then you know what assuming, what that mean? You in your head. And I've realized for a long time, baby, I be in my head about everything. I'm in my head about everything. And I always make this little metaphor of, you know how the hamster rolling on the wheel? That's how my mind goes. Like my mind will go and I'll just be thinking. It could be good things, bad things, things that possibly could happen. Like my mind just be racing sometimes. And once I realized that, I started to say, okay, Janetta, why does your mind race like this? What are you doing that's causing you to continue to race in your head like this? And so I just said it, I tended to do more assuming than asking. And a lot of times I think when we assume, we're able to kind of make up stuff on our own, make ourselves feel better. Oh, well, this probably going on. Yeah, you right. Yeah. Whole time, none of that stuff you saying going on. Ain't none of it going on. It's up here and it's a mind game. And that's how I tell people all the time, you can lose yourself in your mind. And I can see seriously where I was losing myself slowly but surely. And when we say, I'm gonna give an example of assuming, how I was assuming, like just, I'm gonna say a situationship I had, or just dealing with the opposite sex. You know how you get to talking to somebody, everything going good, y'all kicking it, y'all chilling, y'all making time for each other, y'all chilling, okay? And I feel like I would coast things a lot because I've always kind of connected me expressing myself or me asking something was confrontational, and I never wanted to be confrontational. I never wanted to kind of have uncomfortable conversations. So I kind of just went with the flow of stuff. And I realized how me going with the flow of things a lot in my past, how they put me in positions that I never wanted to be in, signed me up for things I never wanted to sign up for. I just see how that messed me up and how I got in a lot of the situations that I can't blame nobody but myself. People only treat you how you treat yourself. And I wasn't treating myself good. I wasn't expressing myself. I wasn't asking those hard questions. I wasn't even asking myself things, okay? I'm just going with the flow. As long as you good, I'll be okay. I need you to be good, but I will be okay. And I'm so glad I stopped doing it. You can never, ever lose yourself and forget about yourself. You should never do that. It's not healthy. And sooner or later, it's going to show why you shouldn't do that. Things in your life are not going to go as you've been planning, as you've been thinking. So, me being honest, this took a lot for me to say that. So, me saying I tended to do more assuming than asking. That was big of me. That was my first time ever saying it. That was my first time saying, okay, Janetta, you do a lot of assuming. You don't ask for clarification. You ain't trying to clear nothing up. You ain't clearly expressing yourself. You just going off of what you think and what you think the other person is probably thinking or got going on. Not healthy. Don't do that. What they say? Big X. Don't do that. Don't do that. My next one, number 2, is love in levels. And what I mean by love in levels is until it goes from dating to exclusively, I need to live my life like I'm just dating. This is a big one for me. This is a big one for me because if I'm talking to somebody, more than likely, I'm only talking to that person. So majority of my world begins to revolve around them and our situation. So yeah, that starts my feelings. My feelings get deep. Cause for one, I ain't talking to a lot of people. I ain't talking to nobody else really. I'm just talking to you. I love hard. I like hard. If I like you and I'm feeling you, I like you. And it's possible for us to get to a love stage. I'm just going with the flow of things. And so when I say love in levels, nobody ever kind of taught me or explained to me about the opposite sex and dating. I just kind of winged it. I figured it out on my own. I did stuff that didn't work. I did something else. Like, I just really winged it. And so when I say love in levels, you do things slowly. You don't go all the way up here. You start at the bottom. You meet people. You meet somebody right here. There is no way you should be up here. And then that person maybe be right here. But you see where I am? I'm all the way up here. I'm all in. No. That's where I was messing up too. Getting my feelings hurt. Getting my feelings hurt. I mean, getting them hurt, baby. And I'm trying to figure out why it's like I always get the short end of the stick. Because guess what? I was doing too much. I was doing too much. And when I say doing too much, I mean doing entirely too much for people that really hadn't shown me that they would do the same for me. So when I say love in levels, like in levels, slow it down. Slow down. Don't go too fast, because then you start getting with a person, and over time you be like, okay, I don't know. Then you get ready to ask them questions. What are we? What we doing? What's going on? This, and then there you go. Then the person be like, well, I ain't looking for no relationship. But we've been doing relationship stuff. We've been doing everything. We've been doing everything, baby, from swapping DNA, swallowing DNA, mouth on bodies, giving me body around children, around family. Like, we really been doing a lot. And now you're going to say, I don't want no relationship. That's where I messed up it. I used to give people relationship vibes in the beginning. In the beginning. Now, you could have told me, yeah, I like you, we cool, we doing this, doing that. But it's like I always had to put my best foot forward. I wanted to. That's another thing. That's going to be another story. Proving myself. Figured out, Janetta, you've been trying to prove yourself to these men that ain't proved nothing to you. All they did was had some penis on a platter for you. Little conversation. Little companionship. That's it. They ain't gave you nothing and did nothing for you to go all in like you do. So that was another being real with myself. And a lot of times, people don't tell you, you got to be real with yourself. If you can't be real with yourself, you ain't finna be real with nobody else. I don't care what nobody say. If you ain't in the trenches with yourself, putting yourself in check, being real with yourself, there is no way you can say anything to anybody else about nothing. Because you can't even do you. You can't even handle yourself. So how you gonna handle somebody else? All right, next. If dating isn't enough for me, I need to express that, see where they stand, and if they don't want to move forward, I need to move on. Ding, 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 ding. I wish I had known that sooner. It was so many situations I put myself in. I should have been moved on. People have been showing me, nah, Janetta, this ain't for you, or this ain't nothing you really want to be in. But guess what? Let's go back to that first one. Guess what I was doing? Assuming. Oh, we good. Oh, things gonna change. Oh, we gonna be together. He gonna see what type of woman I am. I'm gonna prove to him. Guess what? Proved myself into some hurt feelings. That's what I did each and every time. Each and every time, that's what I did. And I think the reason why this one is so important is because I would hate to ask the hard questions and I call these questions hard because it might be something you don't want to hear. You might be nervous at the reply or how you make the other person feel. Like I used to think so deep into it. I don't want them to, I'll just mess up. And the whole time I'm in my head, like I've been doing, not expressing myself and just being quiet and letting, just ride, just ride, just ride. No destination, just ride, just ride, just looking, just scoping. No real input, no destination, no nothing. And like I say, I ended up with the short stick majority of the time when I moved like that. And when they say to move, I need to move on. Janetta, move on. You ain't missing nothing. When somebody show you that they're not for you, next. That's where you have the choice to get out of that situation, to stop settling, to stop putting up with. Next. And I'm gonna tell you, I think what we as a culture do is the history. You don't want to nix nobody that quick. You don't want to nix, and especially me, because I feel like, well, I don't want to be talking to a lot of dudes. I don't want to be doing this, so I ain't gonna nix too quick, cause dang. Wrong. Mindset wasn't right. Hello, that's why we here at a changed mindset. Number 4. I was the wife without being his wife. And I wrote a little side note at the bottom. Until you're his wife, you're not. Ooh, when I say, man, that's bring back memories right here. And I ain't gonna even say my situationships. I'm gonna just say, anytime I'm dealing with a man, baby, you can ask anybody from my past. I'm fulfilling, I'm satisfying, and submitting. Do you hear me? All across the board. When I say I'm cooking, you hungry? You hungry? I got you. I'm cooking 4-course meals. It don't matter what time of the day it is. I'm cooking. You hungry? I get it. I can cook. I love to cook. Let me do this for you. If you was in a hard time or times was hard for you and you needed some money, I might have didn't even have it. Was broke too, but guess what? I was gonna make a way for you. Cause I'm trying to prove to this man, this what you gonna get when you, right now, I know we might be just talking, we trying to figure each other out. But at the end of this, after all I show you, we gonna be in a relationship. You gonna commit to me. And none of that got me into a committed relationship. So let me tell you, stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead. And there we go with dating in levels. See how it's all coming together. Janetta, why you cooking almost every day for a man that ain't your husband? And ain't your daddy, because your daddy been gone. Rest in peace. So why you cooking? Why you playing house with a man who ain't even gave you a house key? Oh, okay. Why you playing house with a man? So these some of the hard questions I had to ask myself. Janetta, what you doing? Why you moving like that? See, you moving like that. Now you see what happened. And I used to always end up with the short stick. No matter how much I did, no matter how much bending over on my knees, spread out, cooked, help provide financially, money, no matter what I did, it didn't make no man commit to me. What you see on my fingers? Nothing. They didn't make nobody commit to me. So guess what I had to do? Go back to the drawing board. Janetta, you gotta change your ways, baby. It's your ways. You can't keep blaming everybody. Oh, he did me like this, and that. He low down. Oh, he's so wrong. Oh, I've been so good. I've been so good to everybody. No, you've been overstepping. You've been overstepping, sis. You have literally been overstepping. Because guess what? When you give, I guarantee you, ain't nobody gonna tell you, oh, stop. You doing too much. They never tell you that. Guess what? They taking. They gonna take your time. Take your time. And you be barely receiving anything. How that work? Baby, I had to go back to the drawing board. I said, you know what? Something ain't right. And I think it got something to do with me. You got to be real with yourself. On this self journey, you got to get for real with yourself and say, hey, I can't go blaming all these men for all this. I can't go blaming my childhood. I can't go blaming. I got to see what's up with me now. And my childhood played a part of the woman I became. Baby, dig deep. When I say digging deep, you got to dig deep with yourself. And until you have these conversations and things with yourself, time with yourself, you will never change your mindset. You will never be in a better position because you ain't accepted your wrong in the part of what's going wrong in your life. And I did. And we here. And the last thing I said was, I think this was just something that I saw in a book, and I just said, boom, this is about dating, and I need to always remember this. The woman who catches a man's eye and keeps it is usually the one who is not trying to get him to marry her, but is instead confidently living her best life. I'm going to tell you point blank period what I should have did. Now that I know what I should have did, I should have gave out what they gave out. So if it was sometime and if it was iffy or if it was just half, I should have gave those same things, and I shouldn't got so caught up in whatever situation I was in between me and the opposite sex. I should have kept doing me, which meant every time somebody called or text or you at they beck and call. Nah, but right now I can't do it. I'm busy. I have things of my own that I have to do. But see, I'm going to tell you, I told you I've been trying to prove myself to men, to get them to commit to me. I've been trying to prove. So guess what I was trying to prove? I'm available. I'm available whenever you need me. I'm available. But guess what? When I needed those same men, they were never available for me. Never available for me. Never. See, that's what I'm talking about. Ending up with the short stick. I'm available. I'm at your beck and call. You need this. You need me to come. You need this. Something. Your mama needs some help. You this. You cook. Your sister. Your brother. Your kids. I got you. I got you. Baby, I remember two situations. My daddy had passed away, and the person I was talking to, I ain't want no money. Nothing that I ever wanted from a man was dollar signs, had dollars to do with it. I wanted comfort. And I realized when I needed comfort from these men that I had been giving my everything to, nobody was there to comfort me. He couldn't even give me the stuff for free. Couldn't even give me the free stuff. And here I am, I'm spending money. Giving my time, giving my body, giving my all. And these men couldn't even comfort me in a time of my need. My daddy died. I yearned for that man's comfort because I needed it. I just needed it. I needed it. I needed it. I needed just comfort me. I'm saying, you ain't even got to have the words. You ain't got to say nothing. Just come hold me. I want to cry. My daddy just died. This is devastating to me. This is the biggest loss I've ever took in my life. Comfort me. But you know what I did? I cried because I was alone. And I just let it pass. And guess what I did? I still showed up for that person every time. That person died, daddy died. The next, 2 years, they daddy died. Baby, I'm going to go back. That person daddy was in the hospital, sick. Baby, I'm up there taking KFC to the daddy. I'm taking you to visits. I'm checking on them. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They daddy died. I'm there. I'm comforting him. I'm giving him what he never gave me. And I stayed in that situation for a long time. Bless my heart. Bless my heart. Bless my heart. And me thinking back over all this, I'm just like, Lord, Janetta, you the reason why you was in them positions. It ain't, hey, the men in my past, these stories that I'm finna come out, I ain't blaming y'all. I'm saying what happened, but I ain't putting the blame is on me. It's on me. Because if I hadn't allowed any of that foolishness, y'all wouldn't have been able to do it to me. So it's on me. I tell my kids all the time, take your L. Take your L. Just take your L and learn from it. Just take your L. Take your L. It sounds like it's a loss, but I guarantee you it turns into a lesson every time. Just take your L and learn. That's it. Take that loss, turn it into a lesson, and do better. And with me doing better, guess what? My mindset changed. Oh, okay. I can't. When a man showed me, I went on a date. This was this was more than a few years ago. This was probably about 3 years ago. No, it wasn't that long. Whenever it was the last date I really went on. I went on a date with a dude, and he showed me inconsistency. Just by us before we even got to the place we were going. He told me one time that he kept calling, give me a minute, I'm still doing this, doing this. Now, as a grown man, at the time I was, 32? I think I was 32. He was 40. Be for real with my time. If you ain't for real with my time, you ain't for real. You ain't getting my time. If you play with my time, you ain't got but one time to do something that I see that I don't like or that's not beneficial or is not good. Baby, you out of here. I used to give people chances. Oh, well, he ain't mean this. I'm making excuses for people. But this go around, I said, no. So I'm catching. I'm clocking them. So that was strike one. I'm like, okay. Strike two. I get there. I'm at the place waiting for him. We in a car. No, I'm in my vehicle. And he was like, yeah, I'm finna pull up. He had been saying that for like 10 minutes. So then he was like, you see this blue truck in front of you in the turn line? I was like, yeah. He was like, that's me. So when he said that's me, I was like, okay, cool. He finally heard da. So I'm sitting here waiting, and I'm watching the blue truck now. But remind you, it's a car behind the blue truck that turns too. I ain't paying attention to the car that turned. I'm paying attention to the blue truck because that's what he said he in. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking, and something catches my eye this way, where the car went. And I looked. He was like, oh, I treat you. I treat you. This me right here. I thought to myself, I said, okay, this strike two, cuz you 40. You playing about what kind of vehicle you in? Okay, some ain't right. And what I clocked, I'm gonna tell you how I clocked it, because I move fast now. I don't play no games now. When I seen what kind of car he was in, I said, you know what? He embarrassed of this car. That's why he said he was in that truck. I'm in the truck. You in this kind of like little small, real small, old school Honda Civic. But my thing is, here I go. I'm not judging. You have a vehicle. I don't care. You could have had a bike. Nah, you couldn't have had no bike talking to me. You need a vehicle. But you had a vehicle. I ain't looking at your make, model, and all that. So that let me know you ain't confident. You ain't confident. Your self-esteem low already, just off what you drive. Okay, clocked it. The third thing was, I had so many things, I'm gonna tell you three. The third thing was, we get to the place and the host is talking. He's talking so low, y'all. And the dude like, I can't hear you. And it's like he's still talking low. So I'm like, what? I'm like, as a man, you trying to lead me? You ain't even got the voice to tell this man, hey, a table for two. Can we get waters? It was like he he ain't have no confidence in his voice, like, period. And when I think of a man leading me, when I think of my man, I want my man to get in front of me. Hey, yes, can I have a table for two? Can we have water? Can we, and I ain't saying order for me and do all of that, but I'm saying when somebody talking to you and I'm behind you, speak up, baby. My voice was a little louder than yours. Speak up. Speak up. And see, this where a lot of times the masculine woman come in, and I need men to make us feel that way. I need men to make us feel feminine and feel soft. When he did that, I instantly was like, oh yeah. Like, it's like I kind of had to take up. Nope. I clocked it already. Strike three, you kind of out, dude. So right now, I'm just here for the meal. Because what you have shown me so far isn't anything I want to take in my future with me. I didn't used to do that, y'all. I didn't used to do that with people. I just used to, okay, yeah, I'm doing good. Little conversation, little this, little, yeah, little laugh, little smile. Now I'm so intentional, babe. I'm reading you. I'm reading you. I'm reading you. So my thing is, you ain't confident in your vehicle. You feel some type of way because you're driving this little Honda. You ain't confident in your voice. A real man gonna speak. A real man ain't. He ain't shy. Can I get a table for two? The boy kept asking, can you speak? He said, what you say? No, sir. Then I think what really tipped it off, he was already messed up, but what really tipped it off, I kept asking him, I was like, so what do you do for like a living? Like, what's your job? Because I've told you mine, I have 3. Baby, I have a part-time job, I have a full-time job, and I got a business on the side. Oh, well, yeah, I used to work at like putting radios and stuff in. So I was like, okay, but I heard the word used to. So what do you do now? Y'all, it took him almost to the end of the night to tell me he was a drug dealer. You wanna know why it took you so long? Cause you knew she got a lot of stuff going, and drug dealing ain't even, it's not. Guess what? Got home, texted me, no reply. It's over. You see how I moved on? Had that date. That was nice. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Text you when I make it home. Don't worry about when I make it home. I'm here. And you there. And that's how we gonna keep that. Move on. See how I learned? You just gotta learn. You just gotta learn. It's okay. We mess up at times. We fall sometimes. But I bet you better get back up. I bet you better get back up. So yes, my mama calling. I gotta get off here because we got something important to talk about. But yes, y'all, be for real with yourself. Tell yourself the truth. If you can't tell yourself the truth, you ain't gonna be able to tell nobody else the truth. And so until next time, I see y'all with some more knowledge and some wisdom. See you later.